Over the years, I've collected so many Beyblades, from starters to sets to random boosters. Random boosters especially because over the 7-year run of Beyblade Burst, Takara Tomy released 30 sets of random boosters. Eventually, I just started to care about the prize bay or just skip random boosters altogether, but that doesn't mean I didn't collect any of them. Recently, I kind of rediscovered a bunch of random boosters that I have not even opened yet, including some full sets. Overall, I have 24 random boosters to unbox in this video, ranging from the Chain Kirby's set all the way down to one of the first random boosters ever released. I do want to thank Mall of Toys, who is the sponsor of the channel. They actually sent me more than a few of these boosters, and I never got around to opening them, but now is the time. And we're also collaborating for a Christmas Day giveaway. There are a bunch of different ways to enter, but there is a secret code hidden in this video that, if you redeem, gives you a bunch of extra entries. So watch carefully, find that code, try it out, and potentially win a Beyblade. Links to everything is going to be in the description down below, but let's move on to the random boosters because I have a lot to get through. The first ones we're going to start off with are the Roar Bahamut boosters from midway through Dynamite Battle. These are not the newest or the oldest boosters that I have, but I only have a few of them, and I already have Roar, so I just wanted to open the rest of these boosters up to see what I get. A couple of the bays from this set I wasn't the biggest fan of for their color schemes, like this gold world bay. I can't remember what the chip is in the middle, I'm sorry. This Dronzer V2 remake I also wasn't the biggest fan of. I think the Plastic Gen remakes for the most part are just kind of mediocre. It did come with a pretty cool purple 10 armor though for Roar, which is nice. I think my favorite other bay from this set besides Roar Bahamut has to be Roar Fafnir, because I just like the color scheme a lot. Moving on, we have the very first random booster from Beyblade Burst Dynamite Battle. This is the booster that had Ragnarok, and opening it up, I got the Dragoon remake. It's not too bad, I guess. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Plastic Gen remakes, but there are some pretty cool parts here. For example, we got Exceed Dash. I don't really know how competitive that is anymore, but getting a dash driver is always cool. I'm just dreading putting the stickers on this bay because there's so many. Now let's move on to the kind of assorted random boosters. Most of these are from Sparking. I have one from GT and then one from, the dual layer bays. One of the first ones ever made. And by the way, if you're able to get some of the original random boosters or random booster sets for a good price, definitely look into it because they're kind of expensive. Let's talk about these Sparking boosters, especially the Plastic Gen remakes that I got from them. One of them was a Silver Dragoon, which is kind of whatever, and the other is a SpongeBob color Drigger. I think this one's Drigger V2. I think this is such an ugly release. I don't like this color at all. It's cool that they have metal in the middle of them to make them heavier, but I don't know, are any of these Plastic Gen remakes like competitive at all? Now the next bay I was actually really excited for, and it is Super Satan. I love the name, but it's like a blue Super Hyperion recolor that has Satan instead of Hyperion. The coolest thing about it though is that it comes with a really nice Extreme Dash. Extreme was always competitively viable, and Extreme Dash even more so, and this is a gray version with like a clear tip, and it's always good to have more competitive parts. Next up, we have one of my least favorite boosters. It's one of the Diabolos boosters from Sparking. The bay I got in it though is pretty cool. It's a King Fafnir, so the parts on it really aren't that great, but from the Sparking boosters, I got a red King and a blue Super, so cool combo. For the final Sparking booster, we have B164. This is the very first random booster for that season, and we got Union Spriggan. Green is probably one of my least favorite colors to be put on a Beyblade. I don't really think it looks that good. It does come with outer, which is kind of cool, and it comes with a dash driver, which is nice as well. It's just, the bay itself is kind of ugly. Now we're cooking. The next ones are the newest boosters that I have. One of them is from the end of Dynamite Battle, and the other is from the beginning of Burst Ultimate. These are full sets, so they're going to be the most amount of Beyblades so far. First one we're going to talk about is the one from Dynamite Battle. This is the Guilty Spriggan booster, but there really wasn't a prize bay. But this booster has some fantastic looking bays and some really good parts as well. There was 2 remakes in this set. We have this green teal colored Galaxy Pegasus, which is okay. The teeth on it are really not that good, but it does come with an extreme dash. I love to have more of those. And the other remake was a Dragoon in this purple color, probably my least favorite bay for the entire set. The next ones are pretty much all bangers. We have a red color Vanish Longinus, and this one was interesting because it didn't come with a driver. It was actually missing out of the box. What happened to it? I have no idea. Maybe I could have thrown it away, but I swear there was no driver here. The white and red Astral Fafnir looks so good. It's one of my favorite recolors I've seen so far, and I think pretty much for all of Dynamite Battle. The next one is this blue and gold Dynamite Belial, which looks really good. And we have another Dynamite Bay. This time it's Dynamite Valkyrie. And there's kind of a hidden prize with this set. The remake bays actually include all the parts you need to make a perfect Dynamite Belial, and you can actually mix and match some parts around to get this really nice gold and white color perfect Dynamite Belial, and it looks so good. While technically most people think the prize would be the Guilty Spriggan, which has a black and gold color scheme, which does look really good, for the most part, the real prize is that perfect Divine Belial you can make. In the competitive scene, you actually do see people using kind of like a perfect Belial combo, and I do see a lot of people using the parts from this set because they're so unique. I really do like this set a lot, and if you're able to get the full set of this for a good price, I'd go for it. There's actually a lot of really good parts here, and you're able to get a perfect Belial. And lastly, we have the Chain Kirbyus booster. I got these, but I just never opened them. Sorry, Mall of Toys. I was just kind of done with random boosters at this point because there had been so many of them, and to be honest, besides Chain Kirbyus, there wasn't a lot of bays that I really cared about. Once you actually have the booster though, they are pretty cool. The first bay is this white and black Cyclone Valkyrie. Really nice, although it's definitely not the best one in the set. My least favorite one is probably the green and gold Roar Spriggan. I'm just not a fan of gold bays that much anymore. You just see so many of them nowadays. Then we have a red and yellow Devil Kirbyus, and I don't even know if I have the Devil layer. I probably do, but I just get Devil and Dynamite confused so much that I just don't even really remember. It's really cool though. Then there's Chain Ragnarok, and I love the deep blue on this. It looks so good. I think I prefer this color of chain to the prize bay. And speaking of the prize, we have that as well. Here we have Chain Kirbyus. Not a new bay or anything, but the first time unboxing it on the channel. Chain Kirbyus was the first time we saw Fortress. It also came on Yard Dash, and I don't know how competitive this bay ended up being, but I don't really see it used in like top combos. But of course, my knowledge of competitive combos is from Google University, so what do I know? And finally, we have the oldest random booster of the bunch. This is Random Booster Volume 4. The prize bay is Quad Quetzalcoatl. And we got Horasude. We got Cheeto. In total, we opened up 24 random boosters that I've collected over the last couple of years. They were just taking up so much space, and I just wanted to actually use them instead of just having them sit around. And especially for bays like Chain Kirbyus, that's actually pretty new. You know, I just wanted to be able to use it. Thank you to everyone for watching this video. Thank you to Mall of Toys for sponsoring this video, and go and check out their giveaway. And were you able to find the secret code? I don't really know how many videos I'm going to be making until the beginning of 2023, so let me know how your year went in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for an awesome 2022, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun and bay away.